What's going on? It's Nuke Franklin. You're here with the creative mindset. You can follow me at Nuke Franklin _. Yeah, that's it. But we about to talk.
Welcome back to another episode of the creative mindset. You already know what it is. Today we got a very special guest. And when I say a very, very special guest, I mean a very special guest, man. This is Cleveland's own Big Dogs, man. If you're not on the hip hop, the rap scene, you will not know. But if you don't know, you need to know. Creative Mindset family, welcome Nuke Franklin to the building.
Hey.
That was a great intro. It made me feel mad important. What's going on,
bro?
man? Of course.
Bro, you is important. Like you mad important.
Yeah, man. Regular guy, man.
And I'm gonna tell you, and that's why you important. Cause
I could agree with that.
You rap your ass off, and you ain't out here trying to let your nuts hang on niggas. You ain't out here acting like, you know what I mean, I'm the biggest thing that's smoking, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You can hear it in the music. If you're not listening to the music, I feel like who you portray yourself as in the music is you.
Yeah, it is. People don't listen to the music though, like you said. Like it's very simple. I don't like the ideology of being like the big fish in a small pond. It's stupid to me. So it's just like niggas is just regular people, bro. Just make music. Like you got a regular life, man. I kick it with like my nieces and barbecue and shit. Like I don't do too much.
I'm a fun guy.
I'm a chill guy.
Get rich. MTV Crib's gonna be different for you.
Yeah.
So I seen where you said that your uncle was what motivated you to start rapping.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that, man, because I want to know. Like, I wanted to know what made you start rapping until I stumbled across that. And in a time period in Cleveland when a lot of dudes was rapping, it all came from a group. Everybody started within a group.
1000%, right?
And then that's when, as the years went on, people started fizzling out, and you seen who was really rapping. So tell us about the journey and how and the impact that your uncle had on your career.
My uncle, well, I come from like a music family. Like my grandmother, grandfather, mom, aunt, everybody is just music heads in their own little world. But my uncle actually did music. So him and like niggas from his hood, it was CEO Records. That was the name of like the record label. And he would rap. I would go to the studio with him and stuff like that. My uncle was like my superhero when I was a kid. So everything he did, I just thought this nigga was the coolest nigga in the world. So really just watching him. And he was raw. He kind of got like a Locks, Scarface type feel. Like he
old school gangster.
Yeah, literally. Good storytelling, great voice. I think looking back on it now that I'm older, he was probably the first example, close range at least, about just delivery and how you say stuff and the way you say stuff and the way that you manipulate words and your tone. Like tone is important to me now because of him, essentially.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember at a point in time I wanted to rap because my cousin rapped too. It was Will, Loke, and Pooh. Right, a rap group.
That was the name?
Yeah.
That's a long ass name.
That was the name of the group, but that was their names. Will, Loke, and Pooh. And I understand that and identifying with having those foundations of music being in the family, but he was the only one in my family that made music.
That's all. And then like cousins, like everybody get with their cousins and they dance or they rap and they freestyle and all that. I think that's just like black culture for real.
And do that dance you do. Go ahead, show me.
Yeah. I can't dance still to this day about nothing. My cousins could dance, but we used to burn CDs. This is like internet just start cracking. So you on LimeWire, you burning all the beats. You burning about 17, 18 beats. I burn the CD, my oldest cousin to burn the CD. Then they had this karaoke machine. We had just popped the CD in. We freestyling from the track 1 to track 17, and then we just switch CDs. Like we doing that for hours. So that shit is embedded. That was when it was fun.
I hate to try and box niggas, but when I was listening to your music, it sound like you on TDE.
That's the dream label, man. TDE, what's up?
It gives that TDE feel. Like on some songs you sound like Q, some songs you sound like Kenny, but the vibe is consistently Isaiah Rashad.
I've been getting that more and more lately. I don't think I even realized how much an influence he play on my music. But I think I could get it just pockets in certain ways. I say words or I naturally talk funny anyway, or slur words and stuff too. So it worked. That's not a bad comparison. So I think he's amazing.
Whole ass vibe.
Yeah, that's my favorite group ever though.
Really?
Or label. TD. Hell yeah.
That's
Hands
fire.
down.
When we speaking about exposure, man, just going through your discography, you got a lot of interludes and preludes that just brought me back to albums like Marshall Mathers LP, Chicken and Beer. What's another one? It's another one that I had, just Eminem Show. Certain things like that. Like when you incorporate that into your music, are you are you influenced by these things? And what was your exposure to music outside of your uncle? Like who was you really listening to coming up?
As a kid, everything. Like I always say, I come from a household. My mom's favorite rapper is Jay-Z. So like on Sundays, we playing Jay-Z, listening to the Black Album and American Gangster and this, that, and the third while we cleaning the house. But I can't pinpoint it. I know I started developing my taste when I got to maybe like junior high school. But when I was young, I'm listening to Z1079, 96.5, whatever my mom cutting on. My uncle had 4 or 5 big CD books, like the big, the old school books you could flip through. He had them separated by coast. So this nigga just had every CD you could think of, and he just playing everything.
That's when, because you used to honor the CD book, bro.
Oh no, he ain't play about the CD book.
You get beat up touching a man's CD book.
Especially now putting the CD back in the book the right way.
No,
you had some people that put the CD on top of the cover.
Nah, you can't
some
do that.
people put the CD behind the cover.
Yeah.
What was on top of the cover, behind the cover?
No, you got to put it behind the cover.
Because you scratch the CD.
Yeah, you can't put it on the plastic.
You already know that's etiquette.
Yeah, and it gotta go back in once it's out. No, he was a stickler about that. He wasn't playing about that.
Man, that was when music was great. This was way before streaming.
It was more feeling. That shit was a lifestyle.
It definitely was. Because that's where you got your culture from.
Yeah, that's culture. That literally is black culture. Like hip hop culture and black culture is synonymous. So.
And that's crazy because looking at your album artwork, it's all it's no pictures of you. I seen on your singles, there might be pictures of you, but your album artworks are all like illustrations. And that was like when you say that, that gives that nostalgia. But were you a kid that went through the CD books and stuff and read them?
I'm an adult that do that. I got the vinyls, bro. I go through the whole pamphlets of everything. You know, they got the I still buy albums, just digital now. So they still got the pamphlets, some of them. It's been a minute since I actually checked, but they'll have the pamphlets where you could download it after the CD is finished downloading. You get like videos or whatever else came out. I go through them. Like I still go to websites and read magazines and write-ups. Like I'm a dork. Like that's my bag. I love that.
Real music fan shit right there.
I was a student.
Yeah, because remember when album artworks, they used to have the shout outs all the way at the end and stuff like that.
The last page, you had a whole all the A&Rs and whatever, then they had a little paragraph. That's raw. I want to do stuff like that. It's just, budgeting. But
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a goal though. Just the different types of alternate covers. Just having a pamphlet of just different photos that kind of embody what you kind of going for, the theme or, the imagery behind the music. It's all a package deal to me.
Yeah, man, that's what makes it all like square one.
Oh no, I'm a nerd, bro. I'm like an actual music fan.
Because I was trying to gauge. I was like, I don't want to ask him first question like how old he is, but I wanted to look more into.
29.
Yeah, I was just like, you were like in a perfect pocket, but you still had an older influence to give you the stuff that came before your time.
All my friends is older. I was the youngest out of all my cousins. I always kicked it with older people. Like, I like older women. Like
the music makes sense. The music
so you had the best of both worlds, then.
Yeah, and I'm still like a child. You know what I'm saying? Like mentally, at least. I'm mad childish, so.
Last lap before 30, big dog.
Oh yeah, I know. I've been getting my shit together. I'm trying to clean it up. I ain't gonna lie to you.
We talk offline.
Yeah.
So, looking at your visuals, how heavy is your influence in the visuals, or do you just let your director do your thing? Because looking at the visuals by Tarantino, man, them crazy, and it has like a certain feel to it, and it's very consistent.
We're trying to figure it out. I want to go a different direction too. Like, I feel like some of the stuff that I would like to do, I'm not able to do, and I'm trying to get out of my own way in the sense of if I can't do something, they kind of be like, well, if I can't do it, fuck it. Nah, I got to kind of be able to adapt a little more. So, but Like a lot of the videos we got are running guns, just a couple concepts and stuff like that. But I kind of want to just go a different approach. Like I like cinematic stuff. I like different things. I feel like taking a more cinematic route or just trying to do the videos a different way, it'll just fit me more. So that's probably the new direction. I don't really want too much like standing in the camera, rapping, doing all that no more. That shit whack to me.
That Two Doors video, that was unique.
Yeah,
was
the
it Two
two
Doors?
seats.
Two
Yeah.
seats. Yeah, with the two girls, they kidnapped you, had you rapping in the trunk.
Yeah.
That was fire,
Like
bro.
even more stuff like that. And then a lot of the other stuff is it just be like, hey, let's shoot something. I need something for promo. But I ain't in a space where I want to half-ass. I'd rather not have any videos than keep just like, hey, let's do something to do it. Everything got to be intentional.
That makes sense.
Respect.
Running gun is a good feeling though, man.
Every once in a while.
That more so strokes the ego of the shooter more than you.
Yeah, because that's their playground. It's like, all right, cool. I got this idea I want to try out, and for sure, like it worked. I feel like the balance of well thought out, kind of strategic or intentional videos compared to run and gun for me is way too lopsided to where I ain't really rocking with it no more. Like,
Sound like you're trying to go to hate me now type of videos.
I'm trying to create this world. I could do it musically. It's so many different other, that was a crazy sentence, but it's so many other different pieces that I need to bring together to do it. And I mean, it's gonna take time, but that's where I'm at with it now.
Yeah, quality over quantity.
Yeah, no more stutter stepping,
So are you working on any new music now?
I'll never stop.
As far as a new project?
I never stop. I'm
kind of thirsty to hear the new project.
I see some
after skimming through some. No, man, I can wait with the fans.
Nigga, you don't have to. Like, no, I don't. I'm not stingy with music. You know what I'm saying? Like I make it so people can hear it, and I'm open to ideas. You might say something that changed the whole trajectory of whatever I'm thinking of, and it become a million times better. That's kind of how I look at it.
Okay.
So
community.
Yeah, why not? Like, eventually it's gonna be made to be put out anyway. So like, what's the difference between somebody hearing it today and somebody hearing it next year? It's still new to them.
Being a fan.
Yeah, I'm cold, nigga. I be talking. Hey, I'm cold, nigga.
It's just being a fan. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You're not coveting nothing. Like, man, I can do it again, and that's dope. That's dope. That's confidence.
So where do you get that approach from? Because sometimes like when a couple of artists I've talked to previously, you have where you create in this pocket where you got your comfort zone. Then you have a spot where you create with other artists and it becomes like a community thing. But you like, shit, man, I'll give you this right now. And by the time you hear it next time, it's just for them show ain't gonna be the same. So why not?
I do both. And I remember, I'm not even gonna say a name, but I remember somebody had told me before, or they didn't tell me, they told somebody close to me that, he's making a mistake by not putting himself in a box and sticking to one sound. To me, that was the dumbest shit I ever heard in my work. Can I cuss? I feel like I've already cussed like mad times,
all right.
but I never asked.
It's good, bro.
That's all right, brother.
It was stupid as hell to me. That was the dumbest shit in the world. But I get the logic behind it because, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But to me, I think that's beneficial for me because I could go sit down at a computer for an hour, 2 hours by myself and knock something out. I can go with the homies and we catch a vibe, we catch a groove, the beat right, move right, knock something out. I could go to a random studio. I could do something on the spot. I got so many different ways I can approach it and I practice. Like, I actually practice. I put a lot of work into it. I write a lot. Shit, nigga, I write every day. I journal every day. So it's nothing for me to be like, all right, well, shit. It ain't nothing but journaling. I'm just about to make it rhyme. And it's like match up. It's really instrumental, too. Like, the instrumentals or production, that really do it for me because I always kind of look at it like, all right, cool. I hear the beat. Where I'm at with it, it's either ego or it's soul, what direction I'm gonna go, and then I'm off to the races. But I do this shit very often, so it's nothing to me.
I want you to hear what I wrote in preparation for this because now it all makes sense, and I was on point when I said it because your bravado matches exactly what I said. It's like you rap with a razor blade in your mouth. I don't know if you ever I used to walk around with a razor blade when I was a little kid. Just because I got jumped a lot.
This nigga thought he was Birdie.
My mother taught me how to do it. But it's like a certain grit that you have with your raps, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And now it's just all coinciding together. Like when I was listening to One Way Street, that was like the first song I clicked on. But I want to pivot a little bit and talk about Running with Scissors, bruh. Yeah. Because when you came in on Life and Times, No Sir, Yeah, like you was just chunking, bruh.
Yeah.
You was just chunking. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't even Running with Scissors.
No, that was Franco. But it was basically leading up to it.
It was a certain energy. Everybody come with a different type of energy on their first album or EP. And I'm listening to the songs. I'm like, man, he was hungry as fuck.
I was hungry, but that was so much fake bravado. Like, I ain't feel that for real. I was just good at making it sound like I felt it.
But that, it resonated.
You couldn't tell. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. It kind of like, it's starting to all make sense. You know what I'm saying? So what gives you that fuel when you start creating music? I know you said catching vibes and whatnot, but where innately, when you got to reach for something, where are you getting it from?
I got to feel it. You know what's funny? I don't know if everybody else do this, like artistic wise. I practice interviews like in my head and talk to myself before I do them. And I be trying to come up with an answer to that question. I don't have an answer. And I'm probably never gonna have an answer. It's just a feeling. It's sometimes I feel it, sometimes I don't. So gut. Like I could bullshit you right now, but I don't know. I don't know. I just trust whatever it is that I feel in the moment, whatever the production make me feel, wherever my headspace at, and I let that shit steer me. I don't think too much.
That's like a painter with a canvas. That makes sense, especially when the producer got the beat and the beat is doing what it do, and you like, this sounds like this, and then boom. Make it. That makes sense though.
I don't write before. I do every once in a while, but like, if let's say I make 10 songs, I might have wrote one verse like away from in the moment. Everything I make is usually like in the moment. So the beat is being made in the moment, or somebody sent me a beat. Oh, I got it. Bet we doing it right now. Like I don't prep.
So let me ask you this question then, because again, that group thing, I can identify with that, and especially what you're saying. Well, when I get the beat and I make it, if you don't record it immediately after you write it, do you lose that feeling or that energy?
I will tell you this. So I got this thing, and I don't know what it is about me. I think it's more so when I record by myself, though. I can't re-record nothing. It don't feel right.
Wait a minute.
So I cannot re-record nothing.
So what you're saying is after you complete a song, you don't go back and redo any verse?
No, I did not say that. But no, like, so let's say he got a beat. He throwing a beat right now. Nah, that's a bad example. No, so what I would say, majority of the time, if I'm sitting at the house and I'm working on something and it's something that I feel like I want to finish, usually if I go back in and try to re-record it, I lose the feeling. So I just lose all type of like attachment to the song, and it's a wrap for me at that point.
And that's why that makes sense with why you don't have an answer to that question, because it's in the moment. Once I'm going, and it needs to be done. How many
songs you scrap?
A lot. I'm
that
sure.
Bring me to
a lot,
bruh.
I write a lot, dog. I have
that's crazy.
I'm not gonna cap. I definitely reuse verses every once in a while, but it'd be like ego-driven verses where, all right, for sure, I just gotta pop shit. Cool. It ain't really too much feeling or depth into it.
Right.
But the stuff with a little more feeling and depth, I can't re-record that. It never comes out right. Not even gassing. They really don't. Which sucks. That kind of made me sad just now. Goddamn. But yeah.
But that's because your emotions is involved in it at that time, and it's situational. You know what I mean? So you're not too attached to it because it's like, I can recreate this. Yeah. There's more. There's always going to be more.
It's all spiritual, man. I just look at it like I'm a vessel. So like, I don't think I'm ever going to stop being a vessel, and I don't think it's ever going to stop being spiritual.
Going into what we do at the Creative Mindset, we always put a mental health aspect on things.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like your introspection of yourself and your familiarity with who you are is what comes through the music. because even when you saying it's like, it's easy for me to pop shit and tap into a bravado that, because the one thing about what niggas don't say in the hood, if you ain't never seen a tough nigga, you gotta pretend to be tough before you actually is tough.
Oh, for
and
sure.
then you get put in a tough moment, then it's time to be tough.
It's fight or flight. What you gonna do?
Exactly. So with that being said, bro, like just speak to, you know, how you got comfortable with yourself in order to put yourself out there.
I've been winging it, and I probably wasn't like I feel like the space that people might view me in, I didn't get there till maybe a year ago. Like, I'm not reaching.
Right.
Like, I could give you the backstory. That's a whole nother interview though. But no, for real. Like I got to a point where you kind of cracked a joke about it. I can't remember if it was on camera or not. I think it was though, when you was like, yeah, 29 nigga last lap. Yeah. Like, and long story short, a bunch of stuff started happening to where I had to like take a look in the mirror and be like, all right, some of this shit cap. Some of this shit ain't real. Some of it is like, it's stuff I want to work on. It's stuff I got to figure out. And that is very uncomfortable. Like very, very uncomfortable. You think that you are somewhere, or you think you are somebody, and then you kind of got to look and be like, damn, not even close. So, nigga, I'm in therapy. Like I go to therapy. I work at it. It's a process. But I feel like I'm there now. I feel like I embody all the stuff that people might get from the music now. Like I'm me, I'm confident in myself. I love who I am. I spread love, I'm a vessel. You know what I'm saying? Like, et cetera, et cetera. I can throw mad like other adjectives and shit. But yeah, I'm there now. But it just take practice.
So with you on that journey, what keeps you motivated then? Because you had to come to grips like splitting fact from fiction to this is what it is now.
Just want better for myself. That's it. Like, I don't really need too much motivation. I mean, I could say like my nieces, if I had to put something on there, my nieces motivate me because it's like, oh shit, I want to be turned up, so y'all cool. But that's kind of cap. Like, it's really just, I want to be better than what I was last year or the year before. Like, I just want to, I like striving to be better. Like, that's at the core of everything for me. That's why I write every day. I want to be a better writer. I keep cooking. I keep trying this one specific dish like that I cannot get right, but I'm gonna keep trying that shit because I gotta get better. Like, that's just me.
What's the dish though?
Huh?
What's the dish?
It's like ratatouille, but like, yeah. I got it one time.
I can't help you, brother. I can't help you with that one.
Nah, I got it one time and it was good.
You gonna have to put me on.
You hit?
I know the recipe, bro. I never got it right.
Yeah, I got it right once, but it was like lucky. I think the stars just aligned.
I seen the movie and I was like, let me go and try this, bro.
If a rat could do it, we could do it. I got faith. Or a mouse. Wait, no, he was a rat.
He was a rat.
I think he was a rat. That was a big ass
under a nigga hat doing this with his hair.
Pulling that nigga's hair. That is the craziest.
That's low-key crazy when you kind of
think about it. Yeah.
Somebody had to be high writing that story, for sure.
I think people be high in all them boardrooms for them cartoons. You gotta be. Yeah.
You gotta think about it. Everybody in them boardrooms now survived the whole Reggie era. That's why we got like Dorito flavored nacho shells, and when you go to the movies, you got flaming hot flavored popcorn.
Nigga, I just had
they made it. They put it in the sprinkles now.
They got some Thanksgiving dressing flavored kettle chips. Them bitches are so. I don't know if y'all like dressing.
I love dressing. That's my favorite part of Thanksgiving.
Is fire.
These
they have
Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's.
They have Trader Joe's.
Oh man, I don't
know if we got them here, but I'll be looking.
Oh my god, you just messed the game up with that one.
So slept on.
Bro, that's low-key my favorite spot I've been to so far. They got such a love for their area is unmatched. Like, only other spot I could think of like that is maybe Atlanta and New York, but they do it in like an annoying way. Like DMV, they like, hey, we love it out here, and I'm about to put you on. Woo, woo, woo. Hey, no, this the culture. This the culture. This how we move out here.
Because everybody from somewhere else.
That's literally
everybody from all around the world. That's
a melting pot.
That's how I feel about Atlanta too. Atlanta like that too, for real, for real. I remember I just bumped into some niggas that was rapping. I stayed across the hall from one of my homies, And we exchanged emails. That was when I was going through a phase of making beats and stuff. And he was like, "Yeah, I'll rap on your beats, bro. This is what we got going on. Listen to this right here."
That is one thing I like about Atlanta too. On the music side, they just work. Like obviously, I'm not from there, so maybe it's different from the outside looking in, but they just want to work. If it's dope, it's dope.
Watching it and being there, hell yeah. Because even when you think about like the 2-9 era, Fat Man Key, Father, you know what I'm saying?
What was the one song where they did the video? It was the one shot video in the house.
Oh,
what was it?
That wasn't
I can't think of the name.
I forget the name of that. You talking about when it was in that one room and the camera just kept panning around everybody?
Yeah, it was in the house. It was like a house party, but whatever.
I forget the name of that. I know exactly what you're talking about though. Yeah, that was fire. I thought you was going Nokia. Flip phone, Nokia.
Oh no. I ain't dived that deep into it. Like my Atlanta.
Oh, we talking about 2-9?
Yeah.
Oh, the world go crazy.
World, yeah.
I thought you was talking about Father when you said the house party, but you talking about 2-9. Yeah, I still listen to that.
Much Father.
I still listen to that song to this day.
Bro,
World
he
go
got
crazy.
a Rolodex, like a library of music in his head. Nigga know everything. Made me think about when you talk about videos and visuals, man. Like, and we got some great feedback about exposure. Like, what on the cinematic side, even if it relate to movies or just something on TV, what exposed you? What really turned you on? And I'll give you an example. Like Michael Jackson, people sleep on him cinematically and how much he was involved and how he intricately placed people around to make himself look the best. Full feature films for Smooth Criminal. The Scream video getting shot, quote unquote, out of space. Him arguing with his sister about everything, and she didn't agree with nothing. But he was like, "I got it.
Just trust me.
Just trust me, because I'm the collab. I'm the collab guy. People write for me all the time. I do this. Like, what exposed you to, the way you look at things visually?
That's a really good question. I don't know, because I could say movies, but I'm really not, at my core, I'm really not that big of a movie buff. Like, I like what I like, but maybe nature. I love like a scenic nature view. Like, and I always have since I was a kid. I went, like, one of my first real field trips was to this spot in Kirtland, Ohio named Holden Arboretum. And I remember just like lining up perfectly in between. It was like grass field trees, but the way the trees kind of were shaped, they kind of dipped down, but the sun was poking perfectly. Like, and I don't know why I always think of that. Scenic wise, it looks cool as hell. So maybe nature got something to do with it.
You from the east side of Cleveland.
Yeah.
I already know it. Me too. Because I felt the same way when I got in the sticks. I was just like, nigga, this is beautiful. This is in Ohio?
Yeah. And we had just came from moving out the projects not too long before that. We go to the school, then Kirtland. Now I go out there, the houses ain't even that big. They not cracking like that. But as a kid, I was like, oh, these niggas in mansions. Yeah, mansions is nothing but trees. Like, you see trees and grass every day, but you don't see it in that abundance. You know?
I seen a fawn. I said, that's a deer. My mama, that's a fawn. I said, yeah, you need to get me out the house.
I don't even, no, it's different. That broadened your whole horizon seeing that as a kid. Like, what?
Right.
Yeah.
What does burnout look like for you? Because, like, you say you were always writing. And what you always writing, that sounds like stay ready so you ain't got to get ready.
Yeah, I was just having a conversation not too long ago with my homie Kip about this. We have two completely different approaches. Kip is, if I don't feel it, I'm not budging. I just keep the sword sharp. But burnout creatively for me it's different than what it was a couple years ago. Now I get to the point where it's just like, all right, I'm just about to go experience life for a minute and see what happened when one day I'm gonna hear something that's gonna make me want to sit back down in front of a computer, but I'm not forcing it. Before I would force it, and then you just make a bunch of stuff that you hate, and then you be like, damn, I can't rap no more in my life. Like, and it's a rap.
Yeah, man. So burnout happens sometimes when we're making anything as creators, and I like to take the approach, if you don't force it if you ain't got it. That's literally the most important thing there. Don't force it if you don't have it.
Yeah.
So, like, you see what, man, so what motivated me to want to talk to you was because, one, I seen you at Con 2 last summer.
Yeah, shout out to them.
And then when Trav came on, Trav, like,
shout out to Trav.
Trav bigged you and Kip up crazy.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah, he
superstar
did. He
of the
definitely
trio,
did.
man.
I got hip to Kip before I got hip to you. But I know, especially after talking to Trav, because I was like, man, I was about to ask how did he get those verses, because y'all was on your Booski Yoshi, but then he was like, that's the crew.
Yeah.
And y'all had a heavy influence on this sound, because in our interview when we talked, y'all helped it like iron sharpen iron, bro. And that community is very important. So who was the iron? What was the iron that was sharpening you?
Kip.
In the process. Kip as well?
Kip is, to me, Kip is the best rapper. My favorite artist of all time is Kendrick. But when it comes to like rapping, Kip is the best rapper, period, to me. I'm biased, but I don't feel like I'm wrong in that. And it's like when you can't be trash. Like I'm mad competitive. Like, bro, I'll race a nigga to the stairs outside right now. Like I'm just very competitive. So that when he was, that's a whole nother story in another day, for another day, how we got cool, but we ended up getting cool. We started working together, and you see like, damn, all right, if you go to the court every day and it's a nigga that dropped 30 every single day and you playing on the team with this nigga every day, nah, I gotta stay out there. I gotta come a little early. I gotta get some jump shots up. I have to get better, nigga. You can't.
I already knew when you walked through the door, I was like, yeah, that nigga hoop.
No, I'm ass, actually.
Oh,
but to be a big, I'm shit.
Not with the Kawhi hand.
Yeah, it's over. I have all the attributes and I'm weak.
Well, hold on there.
I'm weak as hell.
He got the Kawhi hands and everything.
Hold on.
You know a nigga trash when I pride myself on defense.
Oh, you want to know?
Yeah.
You ain't even rebound.
I like some shit.
That nigga got heart, man. Come on, get off his back.
Yeah, like you know, 2K when you got a good motor.
My nigga heart is on 98.
Yeah, like
stay in the dribble lane.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? I'm good for a couple buckets, nigga. I am not LeBron. I play my role.
I had to show my niggas. Them niggas thought shit was. I ain't gonna go in that.
Oh yeah,
you just know what it is.
Oh, you the hooper.
Yeah. That's why I got this look. Brakes on now.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
This nigga quit.
Just in case a game
Shoes in the back.
You just seen the perfect example. Gotta stay ready, so you ain't gotta get ready.
Nigga, y'all remember the days when them shorts was under them sweatpants?
I still do that.
Come on, nigga.
I ain't even
fight
to
this day. I still do it.
Stop it.
I ain't even go fake. These pants were so baggy. I put on the day I started to throw shorts on up under.
Oh, yeah.
Because you never know. And it's summer.
Yeah, it's summer.
You never know.
You always got to be ready.
I gotta be ready to play defense and get some more at any moment.
I got raps for after this though.
Yeah, like who trying to rap though? That's like
to rap?
the nigga that's getting cracked on. Like, boy, you ain't gonna beat my ass though. Like, niggas can't. Who trying to do a cipher on the court?
Hey man, so what can we expect from you coming up? I know you always writing. Is it a project in the works? I'm curious.
Yeah, it's a project in the work, man. Merch finally, website, like really trying to get business in order. Like I'm too old to be out here moving sloppy. So, music definitely. Singles. It's a lot of music. It's just intentional. Just however I decide to. Right now I got a project ready. For the most part, I gotta just glue the concept together. Maybe like 1 or 2 more songs. I've been working with this other producer named Cassius G. We got a bunch of songs.
Fire.
Yeah.
Bro, it's fire.
Dog. We got a bunch of songs. So we basically got a project, a bunch of singles. Like we could kind of, that's up in the air. We talk about it, but we still trying to figure it out. I keep getting, I just had somebody send me a pack that I fell in love with, like a beat pack the other day. So it's just like wherever, I know the concept though. So I think I'm getting to the point of I have my core songs and I have a concept and then I just keep creating until I'm just called to not create for that thing anymore and then I move on. So right now I'm still kind of in the midst of that.
So outside the stable of like, Kip and Trav, because that seemed like the home front, do you have a team to help with any of this?
No.
And if
I was
not, how does
thinking,
how does that affect you
That shit
with creating the music,
Uh-huh.
and then having to market and deliver it?
Yeah,
Creating the
please.
music, I'm even getting more open to working with Cassius G. It's funny calling that nigga that. I don't call him that. I call that nigga Cass. Like,
We know what you're talking about.
yeah, like
If you know, you
Handle
know.
out there.
Yeah,
Throw the handle out there. Yeah.
working with him, I'm getting more open to accepting ideas because for a while I was working by myself. Where me and Kit work real closely together, but we similar in thought, so it's kind of like working with yourself. But as far as music, I really don't want no team musically. I don't want nobody to really taint the expression of whatever the music is gonna be. The producer is different when we talking about team for me. Team for me is more so like, all right, once the art is made, I want to do that. I want to worry about that. Team for me comes in when it's like, all right, so what we do with this? Like, how do we put this out? Like, how do we plan this out? And I'm a weirdo, so I'm super, super meticulous and perfectionist, and then I have my spurts where I'm just like sporadic and just spontaneous, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck, just put it all out now. Like, and then they'd be like, all right, you just put that shit out, you ain't do no work behind it. So I gotta find a balance. That's the artist or creative in me though. Like, I definitely, I'm looking to surround myself with more people that can help me balance that out, because if it's up to me, I'm from the space where the music is here. Like, if I do a video, that's just because I think that would be cool to go along with that. But I'm not really for none of the whole dancing in front of the camera, shaking ass. I ain't really for none of that. I just want y'all to have the music because that's all I'm here for. I don't care about like the bells and the whistles, but I'm trying to gain more resources, so I have to.
I'm glad you said that, because I wanted to know when you first started rapping, which I imagine it was at you was a real young age, because you said your uncle motivated you. So who did that little boy expect, well, where did that little boy expect to be when you got into your groove of making music? Because like you said, TDE would be a great home front to be, but from when I'm listening to your music, like I heard you say, I can't remember what song it was. It was for sure on your most recent project, but you said, niggas are die broke because we live rich. Yeah. And saying that line right there, that made me feel like, nigga, I'm just gonna make music because this is who I am. I love doing this shit.
Yeah, bro.
So who did that boy want to be, and where did you see yourself?
The hardest rapper. It never was about, obviously, with a certain level of talent and consistency and, blah, 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 money comes. So, like, don't get me wrong, I am never gonna be like, yeah, nigga, I'm gonna live in a box as long as I can rap. No, nigga, I expected to, like, make bread. But
you said send the money before I do the show.
Yeah, I definitely
heard that line.
Yeah, I don't really, I value it because I'm a human being. I gotta survive. I got bills. I'm a grown ass man. I like going on dates and going places. Like, I like buying shirts. Like, I need money. But yeah, I just care about being like the best to me or getting better. Before it was the best, I wanted to be the best. That shit is unrealistic. I'm never going to achieve it. But I could be like the best to me. What my checklist is and all the boxes that I have set up, I could check all them off, and that's good for me. I just always wanted to be really, really good at rapping. That's it. I don't like. At first, I will say it started out with being really good at rapping. And then it'd be like, oh no, I actually want to get really good at making music. And then I want to get better at tone, or I want to be a better writer. I want to, just like different things. It evolves. But at the core of it, I want to make really, really good art. That's really all I care about.
Okay, so it answers it.
Yeah.
It's all about the art.
Yeah, not to be that nigga, because I love money, but I love art more.
To go into the art, man, if you could lead the world with one lasting artistic expression, what would it be? Just one last artistic expression of you and what you represent and who you are as an artist.
We could always be better. That's probably it. We could always be better. We could always show more love. We can always just be better people, better society, better culture. We could always be better. I feel like it's not too many people pushing the idea of trying to be better people without. I'm even still trying to figure out the balance between not making it too preachy, but also like maybe that's impossible with the way I was brought up and the type of music I make. But maybe it's in my actions. Like I'm still trying to figure it out. But I want people, if anything, if I'm answering that correctly, is just to know we can always be better in some way, shape, or form. And it's cool to be better. Like, it's okay to accept where you at now, but just know that you are working towards being better in whatever capacity that is, I guess.
I hate that the culture has a name, which the people that participate in will be considered like the woke culture. But when you say not trying not to be too preachy, that preachiness, that style of rap was when rap was its most powerful. Before the money, before the bitches, before the drugs, the gangster rap. Like I was listening to Terminator X the other day and shit. And like they was hollering on that shit, bro. Like they was hollering, like to the point. It's like I really wish I was 21 when that song, just to see that
energy.
Exactly, because raw ass beat that was just like completely left field. But then it's also talking about like, fuck your Grammys, you ain't about to sell drugs in this neighborhood, fuck that gangster rap, we ain't doing none of that, man. It's more about exactly. So there's always going to be a market for everything and for everybody. So I understand like not wanting to be too preachy, but when you get in your bag, when you grabbing your nuts and letting them hang like I'm hot, like even it separates itself.
You know who's a good like representative of that? J. Cole.
Facts.
J. Cole is really good at that, of like getting into his bag and popping shit, but he be like talking about like loving his wife and like doing good in the community, and that shit just sound great.
Cause
like,
that's why I said your MTV career is gonna be different, bro.
Because at the end of the day, like you said, I'm a regular guy.
Yeah.
I do regular things.
I am a very, very like
washing laundry and folding clothes.
Bro,
folding clothes.
I don't really do.
That's what J. Cole was doing.
I know.
When they came to his house. This nigga was folding clothes.
I'm a very
very regular.
Give me a pool table in the crib, like mad little shit, like have a grocery store close so I can get ice cream sandwiches. I don't require much. Like I'm a very simple ass person. I would like to live by some water or like have a crazy backyard though.
Other than that,
yeah, definitely some water at least close so I could go chill by the water. But
amen to that.
Yeah. No.
What are you most grateful for?
My family. Definitely my family. Just like good and bad. Just them niggas made me who I am. I think I'm raw as shit. Like, I think I'm cool. I think I could help. I think I got like the ceiling mad high. It's none of that without them. So definitely family. And expression. Shout out to whoever was the first person that was like, hey, I feel this type of way, so I'm about to scribe on this rock. And like draw a picture. Like, shout out to expression. Because I can't fathom a world without being able to express in some type of way, whether it's good or bad. But yeah, those two. You definitely asked for one. I gave you two. It was 2 for 1 special.
Hey man, that list can forever go on. You know, I got into the practice of writing what I'm grateful for as what is the things that I am. Just because I've always been told writing is powerful. So when I ask what are you most grateful for, that list could have went on. Yeah. And I'm here for it. You know what I mean? That
I put sometimes when I'm trying to like cheat my journaling, or I like, damn, I ain't really got no prompt. I definitely just write in a line like what I'm grateful for. Just it could be something that simple as like sheets, having socks, being obviously waking up, having fingers, having an eyelid, like just whatever I could think of in that moment. It's so much to be grateful for.
Exactly. That ain't cheating though. That's just certain things that you just, I don't want to say you take for granted as a human being, but that's something that you're really not thinking about. You know what I mean? And I remember when I first moved back to Cleveland, I started working in University Hospital, and that made me so grateful for life. But it was tearing down my mental health because I thought about death every day. You get babies that's born with cancer. You know what I mean? Leukemia.
Yeah, so that's heartbreaking.
Unless you don't see that, you don't think about that. It's not real to you until you start interacting with people that, you know what I mean? You're grateful for having fingers. You're grateful for running. You're grateful to be able to work out. You see the fat people on a lighter note, 600-pound life. They try and work out. When they tell them to stand up and sit down, they be like, "Oh my god, my chest hurts."
Like, even not to morbid us out. This is like the gift and the curse of having a conversation with me. Mad jokes and then it get deep, like it take a sharp left somewhere. But like thinking about just like mortality. I think about death every single day, but it's in a completely different context than that. It's more so like a gratefulness. Like I had a cousin that like self-transitioned last year. I had another close family member.
Yeah.
Thank you. I had another family member who had like a very close instance, and every single day now. I think that might have been both of those being kind of somewhat close to each other. I'm going into a new year, different like changes in my life. That shit made me just start thinking like, hey, all right, hold up. Let me take a step back. I ain't feeling it. Let me call an audible or something. I got to figure something out. But I think about death every day and just grateful to kind of bring it somewhat back full circle. Just grateful that, I get to wake up and I at least get to try. Like, I could fail at everything today, but I'm able to get the fuck up and I can try. I can attempt my ass off. Like, that is nothing more special in like this space that I'm in right now than that to me. Just being able to attempt some shit and do another swing at the ball or whatever the saying is. But
that's important. That's a whole different perspective that'll make you continue to try any and everything, though.
Yeah.
Because some people don't want to try. And one of my favorite Smoke Dizzle lines is the nigga say, they praying for a lighter load, I'm praying for a stronger back.
Yeah.
And that shit changed my perspective on a lot of things, too, because sometimes we pray to God and ask, why? Make this easier for me. Why are you putting me through this?
No, make yourself stronger.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the only way to get stronger is to go through it.
When you asking for a lot, you got to be strong.
I think about it all the time. I think about, I'm young, going back to the music shit. I'm young, all right, for sure, I'm about to rap, nigga. I'm about to be on by the time I'm 18, nigga. I'm gonna have hundreds and thousands of millions. Nigga, I would kill it's no way that I would be able, I would self-destruct. I'm not even strong enough mentally, spiritually, nothing to handle the type of success that you would think that you would want at that age.
Bro, he talking in these den talks.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Nah,
crazy.
It's nigga, that is, I don't know what I would do,
We had that conversation offline, man. Like when we speaking about mortality and death, you're not wrong and it's not a negative thing because even myself, I told a lot of people actually that was close to me, I was like, I'm content.
Yeah.
I was like, nigga, I know what I've been through. I know where God brought me. I know where I should be. And nigga, if he come and say, it's time. I did all I can do. You know what I'm saying? I have a different, like you said, I have a different mindset on it because I'm accepting it even though it's not at my doorstep right now with a physical ailment or a fatal car, anything in terms of something that I can identify a precursor.
Yep.
I don't see no precursors right now, but if it was to come, I would accept it for what it is.
And that's where I respect that and I can see that. That's where on my end, it differs because literally it's the flip side of that. I am not content. Like I feel like I'm in a space where I've done enough for me to look at myself in a certain type of light, but like my vocation, I want to help people. So I haven't even scratched the surface of that. So I'd be like, hey, hold up, like you can't come back, like dub back, like damn, give a nigga. Like.
But the thing be, man, that when you tap into the spirituality, we'll talk about it offline, bro. I want to chop it with you offline.
No,
but it's like when you trust your higher power to make the right decision for you, that's where my contentment comes from.
I can respect that.
So what is some advice that you have for a young rapper out there that's getting started, getting in this groove, trying to find his way?
Man, you gonna suck. You gonna suck. You are going to suck.
Ever.
But you sucking, pause, it's going. Hey, yo. Stay with it. And I feel like it's cliche, but I feel like if you got a passion for it and you really like it and you really you aspiring to do something with it, keep going. And that's probably the most cliche thing in the world to say, but literally. And define your own success. Don't let the outside world or people on the internet or people on your street or people at your job or people at the studio you go to define what success is to you. Success could be to you having a motherfucking 2-bedroom house and goddamn soling, and nigga, you just got enough money to buy really nice couches. And if you could do that and that's success to you, you successful, my nigga. Like, right. Success is not dictated on just one standard. And we need to get away from that. Like, it's so many different ways to be successful. Shit, it's somebody that might be working at Giant Eagle right now. No, not, because get your bread. But shit, that could have been like they dream. It's all perspective. Like, use your perspective, lean into your perspective, get grounded in your perspective, and own that shit. And nigga, the sky's the limit. After that, figure it out. So that was it.
So for the people that may not be following you, tell them where they can find you.
Nuke Franklin, because the nigga, never mind. At Nuke Franklin, NUKEFRANKLIN _ I hope I didn't spell that wrong. That's crazy. But it's at Nuke Franklin _ because the nigga, somebody got Nuke Franklin without the underscore, but the page is suspended, so I can't get the page. It's some lame shit, for real.
Man,
but yeah, Nuke Franklin _
Yeah, he got the underscore at the end.
Yeah. I had to double check myself. You was telling the right information.
I feel like it was too many. I don't know.
Hey, Instagram, verify him, man. Verify him.
Niggas gonna rerun this. This nigga stupid. Hey,
Cap. That's Cap.
Yeah, man.
Man, run up them streams on Nuke Franklin. All streaming platforms too.
Yeah, and man, new music is coming soon, for real. It's getting to the point. I don't like how people talking to me about not releasing new music. Not y'all, just like friends in my real life. They low key starting to get on my nerves.
Shit, I just hope today was the icing on the cake. Like, nigga, where that new music at?
Nigga, this has been 2 years. Part of a rollout.
Friends and family be like this. What you doing?
Yeah, I know you dropped a 2-piece. You know what I'm saying? Not too long ago. But yeah, where the rest at?
Bro, I will show you. Like, after that, I have files and Google Drives and Dropboxes. I have a lot of music.
After us talking, I know it's there. It's just how it's about to get delivered.
It's getting better. It's getting better, man.
Hey, Creative Mindset family, Nuke Franklin.
Hey.
Thanks for having me. Man,
I appreciate you.